It's really very simple, you see. I'd been lying in bed, waiting for the postman to come. He always comes, knocking twice at each door. He seemed close, but his footsteps sounded so distant and muffled. Finally, his footsteps gave it away. They had a new sound, a soft shuffling sound. It's sort of hushed and sleepy. There could only be one explanation. Snow. It had snowed during the night. That's why I couldn't hear him. Oh, how marvelous it was, lying there in bed, envisioning the world outside, the swirly flakes all around me. But when I went to the window, it wasn't there. Still, I've kept the sensation of snow, swirling around me as if to form a secret curtain between me and the rest of the world.
Physical geography. The Earth rotates on its axis daily, traveling in elliptical orbit around the Sun. If the Earth's orbital path would change, say more circular, our planet would be more uniform. The Sun would rise and set at the same time throughout the year. Yes, what is it?
Miss Buell, how would that affect the climate?
Ah, a very good question. Who can answer that for us? Paul Haseman, would you answer that for us?
The Earth axis is responsible for long climates.
Yes.
Especially extreme weathers, winters and summers.
Very good, Paul. Dieter, would you please tell us about the equator?
Well, actually, the equator.
Stand up and speak out, Dieter. We can't hear you.
The equator is like a line that goes around the middle of it. The middle of the Earth, I mean.
I see. Do you mean then that the Earth is wearing a belt or a slash, or that someone drew a line around it?
Oh, no, I mean, it's a line.
Paul, what am I going to do with you? You never seem to be listening. You never do what I tell you to. Always staring off into space. I'm going to have to speak to your father.
Now, who could tell us the difference between the North Pole and the North Magnetic Pole? Dieter, here's your chance for you to make up on your poor amends on the equator.
I'd rather stay with the poor showing, Miss Buell.
I don't know what I'm going to do with you, Paul. Always staring off into space, half here, half in your own world.
The next morning, the postman was even closer to our house before I heard him. I had to listen very closely. The snow had gotten very deep.
Paul Haseman, that's the third time I've asked you to pass your plate. You never seem to be listening, Paul. Paul, I'm speaking to you.
Haseman, relax. You worry about him too much. It's only a phase. All 6 of mine went through that same moody period. It's part of growing up. The blood changes when children lose Paul.
Well, it's just not natural.
Nonsense, nonsense, Mother. You worry too much. Nothing is very wrong with our Paul.
Exactly what I've been saying.
He's been so vague, so lost.
Eye strain.
Eye strain, Mr. Haseman?
Yes, of course, eye strain. Get him a new lamp. You'd like a new lamp, wouldn't you, Paul? Yes, of course, eye strain. That's all it is.
Well, I could shop on Wednesday instead of Friday this week.
Yes, eye strain, of course, new lamp. That's all it is, my dear.
Yes, Father, yes, Mother, yes, Mrs. Kempton.
How's school, Paul?
Yes, Paul, tell us about school.
School going well, Paul?
School's very easy. Geometry's easy. History's dull. Geography's interesting. We're studying the North Pole.
The North Pole, Paul?
Such a cold, dull place.
Fun to be an explorer.
An explorer? Oh, really, Paul?
Waiting for you, Paul. Snow is soft. Snow is sleepy. I know. Too beautiful. Lovely beyond speech, beyond thought, beyond any communication.
Come to us, Paul. We're waiting for you, Paul. In a world of snow.
Yesterday, the postman was even closer to our house before I heard him. It's awfully difficult getting through things at home and school. I'm fine. Yes, Father. Yes, Mother. Of course, Mrs. Kempton. I find myself constantly juggling between two worlds, trying to maintain a balance. If only I can make them see.
You mustn't tell them about us, Paul.
No,
They'd never believe you anyway.
They have no feeling for us.
We're your snow, Paul.
Silent snow.
Secret snow.
yes. Mine and no one else's. You will be kept secret, no matter the cost to myself, no matter the pain to others.
Paul, would you care to come out of your daydream long enough to enlighten us?
I'm sorry, Miss Buell.
Sorry won't give me the answer.
I think the explorer was looking for the Northwest Passage when he discovered the river.
That was the question. What river?
Oh, the Hudson.
All right, Paul, sit down and try to pay attention. You have too clever of a mind to waste it on daydreams. All right, class dismissed. Paul and Dieter, it's your turn to stretch out the room.
Don't you feel like a perfect fool?
Huh?
When Miss Buell put you on the spot. Like when she caught you daydreaming and made everyone laugh about the equator. Who cares about the silly old equator anyway? Mind if I walk home with you?
If you like.
She makes me so mad sometimes. How about you? Paul?
I like to walk in the snow.
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing special.
Honestly, sometimes I feel like I'm talking to two different people.
That's silly.
Is that a crow? I thought I saw something.
Snow sun.
Snow sun?
Beautiful snow sun. Bright and cold.
I think you're making fun of me, just like Miss Buell, and I don't like it either, not one bit. You never used to be like this, Paul. Look, if you want to ignore me, then I just don't have to stay here. I think you're very rude. And very peculiar.
There's nothing wrong with me. I don't need a doctor.
Let me be the judge of that.
This is so silly. I'm perfectly fine.
Open your mouth. Say ah. One more time. Okay, now let's check your eyes. Norm, hand me the newspaper. Read this, just like you normally would.
Studies have shown that houses are selling very fast these days. From mortgage costs to new inventory to... Why won't they just leave me alone? I don't bother them. Why are they always pestering me? I wish I could have a little more time to be with you. The effect of which is reflected in several related areas among them.
Okay, that's enough. No superficial signs of eye strain. I fear this problem may not be as simple as I'd hoped.
What is it then? It's nothing to do with my eyes, or my throat, or my lungs, or my liver.
What is it then? How do you explain his behavior?
These things take time. Now, Paul, is there anything that's troubling you?
Why answer?
They're dangerous.
They don't like snow. TikTok. That's what his clock is saying. They don't know us. What do they know about snow?
What do they know about snow?
Are you sure you're fine?
Yes, don't mind me. I was just thinking.
About the postman?
No.
About what then?
I was just thinking about the snow.
Snow? What snow?
Lovely snow. Silent snow. Secret snow.
There's no snow, dear.
Wait, what kind of snow?
Snow! Just snow! You know what snow is, don't you? Oh, what's the use? All these questions, I have a pounding headache. I want to go to my room.
You said you felt fine.
It's all these questions, please.
Don't
Mother.
you think this silly run around has gone long enough? You're not being honest with us, Paul.
Please, Paul, just a few more questions.
Please, dear.
Stop it, all of you.
Paul!
Stop it!
I hate you, Mother. I hate you. All of you. Listen to us, Paul.
We'll tell you a story.
Better than the silver skates.
Better than the snow ghost.
We'll tell you the last, most simple, beautiful story you will ever hear.
A very small story.
It gets smaller and smaller. It closes inward.
Oh, yes.
A little
very
small
small
story.
story.
It
closes
closes inward instead of opening outward like a flower. A little cold seed. Do you hear?
Yes.
We can take the place of everything. We're peace.
We are remote.
We're cold.
We are
Snow.